It's Saturday, March 8th, 2014. I've got another knife review for you. See, I've got it sticking on a block of wood here. It's finally starting to warm up. Today is the first warm day we've had, or what I consider warm since compared to what we have had. It's about 56 degrees in the garage. You can see I've got no long sleeves, no coat on, anything like that. So I decided it's time to do another knife review. This particular knife is brought to you by Smith & Wesson. It's under the Taylor Brands umbrella, and I'll put a link below where you can see the specs and everything on this knife. As I mentioned, it is Smith & Wesson. Part number is CK32C. I believe the C, here you go, there's the part number, stands for camo. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I believe so. A lot of people will call this the Extreme Ops, which it also says on the blade, or the Urban knife, which it also says on the blade right there. I don't know if that's showing up on camera. It looks a little dark. The blade material itself, the steel, it's a 7CR17 high carbon steel. The actual handle itself is stainless steel, according to the specs. And so far, I really like it. I've used it for a couple weeks. I haven't used it for like an EDC or anything like that. But I've just been playing with it pretty much around the house. Now, I haven't tried to break it or anything like that. I know some people, try to break them, see how strong they are, but I haven't done that. You can see, though, we are starting to get quite a bit of wear on the blade, especially on the tip there. So that camo is going to eventually wear off. Just be warned. I mean, this is not, I've got scratches everywhere, and I knew that going into it. I mean, every knife is like that pretty much for the most part. Again, I didn't have any reviews, didn't read any reviews on this, but solely got it on the fact that I thought it looked cool. And I definitely think it looks cool in person. I really like it a lot. It's got a good grip on there, good purchase. You've got this finger hole here, and you can put your pinky in there, or if you're doing some kind of other carving or something, your thumb, whatever you want to do. If you're kind of put your ring finger in there, however you want to do it. But there is a place for your thumb up here, and then if you put your pinky down there, that's how I like to hold it, and I think that's how you probably should hold it. And when you hold it that way, you feel like you can conquer the world. It's kind of weird. You feel like this is just never coming out of your hand, and you could, split a person in half with it. Not that you want to do that. We'll say a cow. You want to split a cow in half. Came real sharp. Now it is dulled up some. I don't have a sharpener quite yet. I do, but there's one I want to try, and that hasn't arrived yet. So when that does come, we'll try to sharpen it with that. So I haven't sharpened yet, but I went through a couple pieces of wood actually. I've just been kind of, and this is that real hardwood, just been kind of carving away, and hitting the tripod, but just carving, and actually the bark itself comes off pretty easy. You can't even see me doing that, but and it does a good job. It is starting to wear, like I said, it is starting to it needs a sharpening, but that's to be expected. As far as the specs on it itself, its overall length is rated at 8 inches on the website. That's what they claim it. 3 inches, that's a blade, 5 inches the handle. So we'll go ahead and measure the overall here. I thought it was a little shorter than that, and it definitely is. 7 1/4. That's at the highest point. The blade is 3. I guess it is 5. So if you measure it in increments, like here to here, here to there, it's definitely the 8. But if you're just going straight like this, like the overall length with it opened, it's 7 1/4. But it definitely, so that overall should probably read 7 1/4, because otherwise, yes, if you do them in sections at an angle, yes, it's 8 inches, but it's not overall 8 inches, so 7 1/4. As far as the weight, 0.31 pounds. We'll go ahead. I'm guessing that's pretty close, but we'll go ahead and see here. Turn it on. Let's see here. 0.302. So just a tad bit lighter than claimed, which is not a bad thing. As far as the lock itself, it is a liner lock. I don't know if you can see that. Having a lot of trouble with lighting today. There you go. There's your liner lock. Pretty smooth. You can adjust it here. if you want a little bit less. You do have a nice belt clip. Now, it's in a perfect spot, you know, not too high, not too low, but the thing to keep in mind, it is a little wide. So that's one thing they don't give you on the site. So closed, the width-wise, is about 2 2/16 width-wise. So it is wide. I mean, so keep that in mind. But when you open it, if you loosen this up, you can actually fling it like that, but you can just do your regular opening. You got your little thumb there, which is doing on either side. So you can open it that way, or if you want to loosen this up, I actually had it a little loose, you can actually just kind of fling it open. I don't like a knife that way. I think it's kind of dangerous, but closed like this, it's, you know, as long as you don't adjust it, it's not going to open up. And that's kind of the way I'm going to keep it personally. Again, you know, there are marks all over it now because I have kind of abused it. Not abused it really, I haven't tried to break it, but I've used it quite a bit around here, just like I said, just playing around with it. I thought it was really cool, and you know, I had to have it. As far as price, retail's 22 bucks. I think I've seen this as low at Walmart for around $14 or $15. So for that kind of money, I mean, that's pretty darn cheap. I don't know if you're going to find a cooler knife, you know, for less money. And I'll put links to, I don't believe they have it on Amazon, but Walmart, maybe I'll put, no, I'm not. I'm just going to put a link to the manufacturer's site, because you can actually buy it from them now, 22 bucks. You can't really go wrong with that. Other than that, I mean, you know, again, you also have some serrations here. So when you are, I don't know if I even just explained that. So you've got this good grip, and then you've also got that right there. And again, you just feel like you could just chop anything in half with this thing, just because of it is so comfortable, at least for my hand. Now, if you had larger or smaller hands, I can see if you had larger or smaller hand rather, this may not be that comfortable for you. You may hold it like that. I myself, perfect right there. I mean, I really, really like it. Again, for me, not an everyday carry, but I definitely like it. One thing to keep in mind, if you do get it, locking it, so it is a liner lock, be careful. See how close that already is. You know, unlock it, stop, close it. Because I could see where you can almost pinch your thumb right there. And that's simply, it's not a design flaw really, that's the curve of the knife. I mean, you can see it's, you know, it's part of a U. So any knife shaped like this, you're definitely going to want to watch that, because I almost cut myself with it already. Yeah, other than that, real nice knife. You can hang it from this if you want. It's not a lanyard hook, but you know, you can make it however you want. So if you're looking for this, I'll post that on the, again, the link in the description. 22 bucks retail, can't beat that. You can probably find it at Walmart. I don't know if I've ever seen it at my local Walmart, but when I searched online, it was definitely at Walmart. And Amazon did have it. I don't know if they're just out of stock right now, I believe, and I forget what it was there, but I usually like to get a lot of things from there. In this case, I would just get it from manufacturer direct. It's only $22. It's in stock, so you don't have to worry about it. And you can have it to your house. So if you have any questions or comments, post those below, subscribe, and thanks for watching.